Hey guys, Matt from the Ball Python Project, and it's been a while since my last post. Today, we're going to go over a few leopard combos and kind of what to look for when identifying different genetics within the leopard. So this girl here is a leopard fire. This is one of my holdback females from 2019. What you can see, I wish I had a normal leopard on hand to show you guys the difference in color, but basically the fire is going to bring in a really golden color compared to the normal ball python coloration that the leopard has. It's more of like a darker green, but fire really brightens everything up. This girl, I believe, is a fairly nice quality with the flaming. This came from a Pastel Leopard Phantom to Firefly pairing. The Firefly and my Leopard Butter have thrown some really crazy stuff. Some people speculated that there might have been yellow belly involved with one of the snakes that came out, but for now we're just going to cite what we know before we go any further. But with the fire gene, again, it's going to lighten and brighten the pattern, mostly within like the alien head or leopard patterning. Nothing specific to the belly besides cleared up a bit. A normal leopard would have black checkering going all the way down through the belly. And then you can see on some of these alien heads where it's kind of jagged. I don't know if you can see that because I can't really see myself. You can see the jagged lines around the outside. That's a good indication with the fire gene. The pixelation around the sides a little bit. This is a sister to the last snake. This is a lot darker, obviously. This is a Leopard Phantom female and another holdback from 2019 from the same clutch. You can see what Phantom does as it kind of creates these circular, almost I don't want to say almond, but the alien heads are more reduced and thin out towards the bottom, as you can see, and separate a bit, and it's obviously much darker. You don't have much of a drastic head stamp, it's just a darker head stamp. But it's a really dark snake, really nice dark combo for just a 2-gene snake for being leopard and phantom. Again, you can kind of see the alien heads, how they taper off at the bottom in this patterning, and you get more of that bell complex look, like with the Mojaves, the Mystics, the Phantoms, those type of alien heads with the leopard, but obviously they're distorted. But that's a good way to separate your normal leopards, obviously having like a more normal coloration to normal ball pythons, and your phantoms. You're going to get a much darker snake with some nice blushing as well. Light blushing coming up from the bottom. I don't want to forget to mention that. When they're born, especially the pastel versions, they have really nice smoky blushing coming up as far as where the flames would be. Same theme, same clutch. Actually, yes, this is the same clutch. This is my holdback male. I believe I have a stronger male, maybe not genetically, but being that it's a super phantom version that I'm selling. But this male just visually looks much nicer. That's why I'm keeping this one. This is a superfly leopard phantom. So super pastel, fire, leopard, and phantom. See how the fire brightens, the phantom brings in all this nice white smoky flame coming up through. Super pastel has the really bright white head and the it adds the wackiness of the patterning. But the phantom, you can see the phantom coming through with the smokiness, as well as the alien heads are fairly noticeable as far as the shaping goes. So as you get more complex with adding more genetics, sometimes you lose pattern. Sometimes you lose pattern or color or a nice balance of both, where I believe this animal is pushed pretty far to an extent that you don't really want to go much further than this. I guess adding like spot nose, or maybe adding another dark gene that doesn't manipulate the patterning, or adding like confusion, maybe that does manipulate the pattern a bit more, but still doesn't take away from the color. You could probably add another gene or two into this, but this male is just amazing. I mean, I love the head stamp, the flames. This snake was almost purple when it was hatched. The flames have whitened out a lot from the point in time when it was hatched till now. So this is, again, a superfly leopard phantom. I believe it's the world's first. I did submit this guy because he's so nice to World of Ball Pythons, so you can find him on there when he was a bit younger. So this is my holdback male, at least for now. I may have more. Okay, so separate clutch, but again, we're working with phantom, and I'm pretty sure based on other snakes that I've seen from these combos, this is also leopard. This is a super phantom leopard female. You can see now, this is where things start to get different. Most super phantoms have more pattern contrast. You can actually see the pattern a lot better. And you see the stripe on the top. This is actually a nice banana yellow, which is what happens when leopard is involved, as well as the striping, and you can't see here, the striping on the neck. That's a good indication that leopard is involved. The striping on the neck, the yellowing of the pattern, as well as the pattern contrast kind of going away. This girl eats like a dog, I swear. I feed these guys once a week, but as soon as they take the next step, which she would probably take a small rat soon. This is, again, a 2019 female. I kind of, let them be the judge of what they're going to eat. Either they're going to kill it and let it sit, or they're going to kill it and eat it. But once a week, my snakes get fed. Decent size. She actually, I don't think I fed her this week. She's looking like she needs to kind of just relax on eating. So, but again, this is a super phantom leopard, I believe. I'm pretty sure, pretty positive this is leopard. And I'll show you what the pastel version looks like next. Okay, so this is the pastel super phantom leopard. Now, if you Google search a super phantom pastel, you're going to see a ton of, well, a fair amount of patterning anyway. The only other possibility, there's no other possibility. This was a pastel leopard phantom to phantom, but the only other possibilities this could be, other than just a pastel super phantom, would be with leopard. And obviously, the leopard does what you wouldn't expect it to do, and that is take away patterning from the super phantom. So again, if you research a pastel super phantom, they look nothing like this. The yellowing on the back, along with just the complete clean out of patterning here, is the only indication that leopard is involved. What's cool is this guy, he's for sale. He has these purple eye stripes, if I can get him to show them. Right there, you can kind of see they're very purple. And then he has a couple blotches. You can see yellow down here, and on the yellow, you can't see it so well in camera. There's like purple. There's the purple there. You can see the purple right by my pinky and thumb here, and there by the tail. So the striping, again, the yellow striping, and basically the entire, I guess, diminishment of patterning is how I can tell that there's leopardness. Based on, obviously, just the pairing alone, this cannot be a super phantom, nor can it be a pastel super phantom. And I've also seen the pastel super phantom leopards previously. So it's, a lot of identification comes from experience. If you're not at shows researching animals with who you're purchasing them from, the guy who I bought the sire to this clutch has a pastel super phantom leopard, and I was able to see that, see what it looked like. Now this is the male I was talking about that might be more powerful than the superfly leopard phantom, just based on the fact that this guy is super phantom. It also has pastel and leopard, so there's a lot of combinations you can make with this snake alone, and he's eating very well, and probably would be up to size by this season coming up. Again, he is available in my morph market, but no shameless plug in here. Let's just get rolling here with some more snakes. Okay, so this is the Pastel Leopard Phantom. As you can see, the alien heads, how they're distorted, how they taper at the bottom from the Phantom, and all the jaggedness. He's very gold at this point. I'm guessing, obviously, because of the Pastel. When he was born, I can put a picture up, you know, over here somewhere, of what he looked like. But he was very smoky and almost like a purplish white darker snake, right? Like with very electric looking patterning, like electric yellow. So I'll put a picture up in the video as you can see what he looked like. There's also, I believe, a video of him in my YouTube if you scroll down, of this guy when I first bought him. So this guy, I have a few males, obviously, that either have not sold or I'm holding back. So this guy is available. He's got a little flaking shed there at the bottom. But he's available, proven breeder male. And this is just a Pastel Leopard Phantom. Okay, so this was the first leopard combo that I've ever purchased. This is a Leopard Butter 100% het piebald. This guy has a really wacky pattern comparing, he's also in shed, comparing to other Leopard Butters. But typically you'll get this nice cream color against like a brown color with the Leopard Butters. And you'll have this nice dorsal striping. A lot of the times leopards will produce a nice dorsal stripe. This boy also sired a few, I think 2 clutches for me already, maybe 1 last year. But he's kind of has his own distinct patterning, and I don't know if that's a het pied influence or if there's another genetic at play, because I produced a wild looking male that I'll bring out next, that just does not look like the 4 genes that it should be, right? So we'll bring him out next, and we'll kind of showcase what I mean and what I'm talking about by that. But again, Leopard Butter, het piebald. And, oh, I have another male I want to show you too after that. It would be the last one, I guess, but 2 more to come. Again, you get the light, you're going to get a light brown against like a darker chocolate brown with the butter and leopard. The leopard obviously creates the distinguished pattern, distorted alien heads all over. Really cool looking snake. Okay, so this is the son, and this is what I'm talking about. So this was a Leopard Butter het pied to a Firefly female. This does not look like a Leopard Butter Fire because I have one and I can show that next. Add Pastel in there, maybe, but I've researched the 4 genetics together, and basically the only thing I can compare this to is Python Evolution's version with het Redizanthic. So if het Redizanthic is involved, I guess it's a possibility. They said no, but it looks exactly alike, or very similar, and it looks nothing like a Leopard Butter Firefly. I recently found a Leopard Butter Firefly with yellow belly, and it also looks different than this. It has more golden color through here, and you don't get this kind of pixelated patterning either. It's more controlled. This possibly could be a het pied influence, but typically with leopards and het pied you get ringers. Not all the time, but sometimes. You can see like the triangular shapes on this thing. It's very cool, very odd to see. So we'll have to see by proving these out. I kept this male. I thought about selling him at one point, but haven't yet. I popped him the other day to see, and he has sperm plugs, so he's definitely ready to go. He's probably close to 1,000 grams. But yeah, so this is a 2018 Leopard Butter Fire Pastel plus something else possible het pied. And I'll show you why I don't believe, this is a Leopard Butter Fire, or, just adding Pastel in there would make that much of a difference with the neck snake. Okay, so this is the last leopard combo that I have. I've sold a fair amount. Leopard's a very popular gene because of the way it distorts patterning, but this is a leopard butter fire. And you can see how bright he is on the camera. He's almost lightened up. You can see the nice little indication of your typical fire headstand, which is like a little circle on the top there. But he's very bright. He's almost like a nice solid yellow compared to what you see on the camera here. You can see the leopard patterning, obviously, the influence on the side. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't have pastel based on like the head as well as just the coloration. And from some of the research that I've done, as mentioned, you know, when you're looking at all these genetics, you should be really watching videos, some of the base combo videos, what most breeders look for in their videos from back in the day when they're showcasing single gene animals, 2-gene animals, and what the influences they're seeing are. He's very curious right now. But this guy's really, really spectacular looking. He's got this chocolate, milk chocolate brown, and just a nice pastel, I don't want to use pastel as a word, but just a really nice pastel yellow color from the fire and butter influence. Because with the butter, you're going to get these light, smooth colors coming through, patterning and the browning as well. But this boy is available. He's been available since he hatched. He's been over here. He's kind of a slow grower. He likes live, smaller prey. So like larger rat pups is what I feed him. I've tried small rats, and I'm working my way up to him. But he'll take a small rat that's frozen thawed, but he'll just let it sit in his tub. He won't eat it. So for whatever reason, he won't take frozen thawed. He'll eat live, but he likes smaller meals. But he is available. He's a 2018 Fire Leopard Butter. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to showcase something. I haven't really had much content lately. I haven't really had the motivation to post on YouTube and to make videos. As the content kind of went away, my interest went away as well. Haven't had the increase in clutches that I would hope for. 3, 4. This is my 3rd season breeding. My 2nd season, last season, kind of fell apart with some things, some issues. So I'm gonna try and get my content back up and continue to bring you guys some good content and videos moving forward if I can. But again, this is a showcase of the leopard gene, and what I have right now, what I'm keeping back, just the small sample size of what leopard can do in a few different base morphs, right? So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll edit this down just a hair and get it out as soon as possible.